Uh-oh, it's Q&A time, it's Q&A time. How we all doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today's my rest day, so I decided, you know what? You guys ask me a lot of questions all the time on Instagram and TikTok. Why not make a YouTube video out of it in the form of a Q&A? So let's go ahead and get started. I got a bunch of questions from you guys on Instagram. So Wissam, how was your life during high school and how did you start with social media? So in high school, I don't want to say I was introverted. I was definitely very insecure. I didn't really know where I wanted to go with my life. I definitely knew that creation of some sort, whether it be content or like YouTube or anything like that, was definitely in my books. I just didn't know how to go about it. Now, as far as like the gym and stuff like that goes, I started towards the tail end of my high school career, and then kind of just took off with that from, I think, the beginning of college. Like I started towards the end of high school and then took off with it at the beginning of my college. So high school, I was cool. I was a little weird for sure, especially during my freshman year and like sophomore year and stuff like that. But I mean, junior, senior year, I kind of stayed off on my own, did my own thing for a little while, and then yeah, that was pretty much it. Next question. What inspired you to start all of this? So I guess kind of backtracking to what I was saying earlier. So me in high school, I wasn't really the most popular kid. Everybody knew who I was, but I wasn't like a big party goer. I wasn't really just like out there. I wasn't super extroverted. So I wanted something to like people could watch me do. I didn't play a sport. I didn't play an instrument. I didn't, you know, I wasn't in a club or anything like that. I was really smart grades wise. I graduated with a 4.3, top 60 in my class.
We do not care.
But I didn't have anything that people could come watch me do. So I was like, you know what? I'm creative. I'm a very deep thinker, so why not try to implement that into content? So when I started doing the gym stuff, I saw everybody else doing content. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Let me try my hand at it. So I really wanted to start just to spread a message. Like mental health is a big thing to me. So that was my main thing. I really just wanted to spread a message through mental health and be able to speak and help people out. That's my main thing. So next question. Oh, that question was from Spooky Polar 12. Thank you for the question. How is your relationship with Allah at the moment? How are you seeking motivation from it? That is from you_ash64. Alhamdulillah, it's good. I just went to Friday prayer today. Today is Friday prayers, Ramadan Mubarak. I'm definitely not perfect by any means. I make mistakes. I sin like everybody else. So, but we're getting better at it. We're getting better at it. So, Oscar MRIV_ says, English or Spanish?
Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that cake.
Next question. Oh, Sophia, Quad's mother on Instagram, top 3 deal breakers for picking a gym. For me, it's the willingness to let people film. We had a new gym open up here in town and they're like a big commercial gym. I won't drop any names for y'all's sake, but try me and I will.
I would like to be a terrorist.
They don't let people film. It's a little weird. Like you would hope that the gym would let you film to give them more exposure, but I guess they're weird about it. Another would probably be good free weights. The gym that I go to right now only has 95s. It's the highest dumbbells that they have, which is kind of annoying. So probably free weights up to like 150s or even higher than that. And then a third thing, a good amount of Stairmasters. I need me some Stairmasters. And then I'll add a fourth. I need a posing room. I need a posing room because I'm going into a bodybuilding competition. So I need a posing room. So that's 4. Give me my Stairmaster, give me my posing room, the ability to film, and heavy free weights. So there you go. What got you to start working out? So I was really skinny in high school and middle school. I was around $120 my freshman year, $125, something like that. I'll try to find a picture and put it up there for you guys. But I was really skinny. And I just felt like I needed to change. My older brother Ahmad, he's an athlete of the family. Like he was playing football and soccer and all this other stuff, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and I was the smarts, I was the brains. So I felt like I needed to find something to get on level terms, you know what I'm saying? What's one moment that you always look back at that makes you proud of yourself? I'll tell you now. Going to LA in 2022. So going to LA in 2022, what that did for me, I went to LA to Zoo Culture to meet Alex Eubank, Hattie, Bradley Martin, all these bigger influencer guys at the time. And when I went to go do that, I did it for the sole purpose of showing them, hey, I belong here as well. I had like 1,000 followers at the time. I had like $400 in my bank account. I spent all the money getting the ticket to go to LA, renting the car, Airbnb and everything. And we went took a risk. I went to go network, go speak to people, go see what they do, and maybe try to implement it in my own content, because I was still on the rise. So I was asking a bunch of questions. I was talking to different people, meeting different people. Had like an hour-long talk with Bradley Martin about how, you know, one day I'm going to be a Raw Gear athlete. Shout out, Brad. And then once that trip was over, I came back home and I had a new sense of confidence. I was like, yo, I saw all these people doing all these videos, and it wasn't the hardest stuff in the world. You know, why can't I do that? Why not me? So as soon as I got back home, I took the camera that you're watching me on right now, took it to the gym, started filming myself, started posting more on TikTok. I started doing reactions, started speaking more, and that really instilled the confidence in me to go about making content and starting social media. So that's what made me the most proud of myself. And I look back at that at times because, like, maybe if I didn't take that trip, what would have happened? I mean, you never know. Do it, clap. Yes. What should anybody do after a breakup? Find something to get your mind off of it. I mean, you need to find any sort of distraction. You need to take the energy from the suffering and the heartbreak that you're going through right now and flip it on a dime. So, for instance, like any of the videos that I make that you guys see me speaking, where I'm talking about anything as if I'm speaking to somebody else or speaking on a problem, it's really because I'm going through that same thing at that exact moment. So I take whatever I'm going through and I flip it and I try to use it to help other people. And in turn, for me, helping other people helps me. So go to the gym, hang out with your boys, call somebody up, talk to your parents, whoever it is. You need to talk to somebody, distract yourself, and help other people. That's 3 things for you. How to be more confident and less anxious both in the gym and real life. So I saw this quote on a podcast by a guy that I'm drawing a blank on right now. I forgot his name. I don't know. I forgot his name. But he said that confidence is not built by yelling affirmations in the mirror. It's built by building yourself. You start doing different things. You start achieving different things that are gonna make you more proud and confident in yourself. So say you woke up in the morning and you just shouted at yourself in the mirror all morning long, talking about, oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, you're good at this, you're good at that. But then you don't do anything else for the rest of the day. Are you still confident? I wouldn't think so. So build yourself up, start doing things that are out of your comfort zone, and from then you'll build confidence. This is a little weird example, but when I was younger, I used to be deathly afraid of planes. Planes were my absolute kryptonite. I could not hop on a plane without having a panic attack. It would kill me, literally. I started traveling more and I had to travel by myself. Planes, obviously, like, I'm not gonna drive everywhere. I live in Florida, I'm not gonna drive to California, I'm not gonna drive to New York, that's too long, right? I have to take a plane. So I started hopping on a plane. More and more, the more exposure I got to being on planes helped me out, and now I'm chilling, now I'm good. So the more you do, the more confident you'll be, the less anxious you'll be, and anxiety is something that you have to learn to mitigate and control and weather the storm. Your main goal with anxiety isn't to eliminate it, it's to be able to understand it. And once you understand it, you can learn how to maneuver and go around different things and not necessarily have to, oh my God, everything's crashing and burning around me. Like, once you understand it, you're like, okay, I know how to maneuver now. So how do you manage to stay so positive? I'm not positive 100% of the time, and that's the truth. I'm not. I have bad days, I have good days, I have great days, I have terrible days. I mean, it just depends on what's going on in my life, what circumstances are being thrown my way, but it's about how you handle those circumstances. But as long as you're able to handle the bad with the good, your life will constantly be a wave, and you know, you learn to ride the wave. What is your personal take on creatine and other supplements? I personally take creatine every day. It's the most studied supplement on the market. I take protein every day. I don't take any steroids or anything like that. I never will. But yeah, that's just me. Why don't you recycle at home but mix everything as a garbage in one bag? Yo, are you my neighbor? How do you know we do that? How did you? I'm watching you, mother. I'm watching you. From Joey, I have a buddy who I'm trying to spread positivity to, but he keeps being negative. What do I do? With friends like that, bro, I've had the same experience. With friends like that, you kind of have to just let them do it on their own. Like, you can try to hammer it home, be like, yo, like, you got to do this, you got to do that, cheer up, do this. Like, it only goes so far because they don't want to believe it, and that's something that they have to understand on their own. You can do as much as you want, but until they experience the reality of what you're saying on their own, they won't ever truly believe you. So I still say be there for him. Just when everything comes crashing down, bro, when he sees that the negativity is not going anywhere for him, just be there for him. Don't be like, oh, I told you so. Just be there for him, bro, and be like, I got you, dog. Don't even worry about it. We got this. What originally started to push you to be the best version of yourself? My dad. I saw my dad working every day really hard for us, providing us food, shelter, clothes on our back, everything that I have in front of me. So my dad, for sure. Last question. If there's one piece of advice from your dad that you could pass on to us, what is it? I won't give you one piece. I'll give you kind of like a whole synopsis. Keep God in your life, do good things for people, and don't expect anything in return. That was what my dad lived by until the very end. And that's what I live by now. I may not be the best off financially. I may not be the best off in life. I may not have the fanciest car. I may not have the nicest house. I may not have all these things, but I'm super grateful for what I do have. I do good things for people. I try to be better every day. I'm not a perfect human being, and I try to live how my dad lived. You know, he gave back without expecting anything in return. So do the same and God will reward you. Maybe not in this life, but in the next. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for sticking with your boy for this Q&A. 100K, inshallah, inshallah. The number next to my name will say 100K. It will say it, and I promise you. God, why am I blurry? It's gonna say 100K, and I'm super excited to see that. We're steadily grinding. We're going up and up. I'm posting every single day on this YouTube channel with YouTube Shorts, and then I'm posting at least 2 videos, long form videos, every single week. So make sure to turn on your push notifications. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on the bell. Subscribe. Like. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you. Take care and peace.